The significance of my standing here today is that inside these walls, half a century ago, the independence and recognition of British Somaliland as an independent state was debated and carried through. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the ad hoc group led by Len Tialo, Lord Avebury, former Ambassador Miles Wickstead and others, to pass on our heartfelt congratulations. In particular, I want to congratulate you, Dr. Solano, as you take up the heavy burden of presidency of Somaliland, having won the recent victory in the remarkable elections that have occurred. Even more so, I want to congratulate the entire people of Somaliland who have played such an important role in insisting upon free and fair elections and in conducting themselves as a model for all peoples. Somaliland's electoral prowess in meeting the often changing and inconsistent expectations of outsiders for how its elections should be conducted requires, even demands, an act of reciprocity from those outsiders. Somaliland deserves recognition, and this final act of the people of Somaliland in conducting these elections points to the necessity that recognition of Somaliland as an independent state should be a consequence. For 2 long decades, Somaliland has met the criteria, all the criteria that international law requires for independence and recognition as a member of the community of nations. Inevitably, this latest act of the people opens up important responsibilities and even more important choices for your government as you move forward. 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to meet with President Riali and advised him, as an international lawyer, to insist upon recognition as a right, not to beg for recognition. Around that time also, I had the pleasure of meeting you, Dr. Solano, and of providing you with the same advice. It is very important for Somaliland to understand that recognition is something that is a consequence of all that you have done to maintain your independent statehood. It is a recognition of a state of affairs that is an actual fact. It is not something for which you as a nation have to plead. The consequences for the United Kingdom, for your neighbors, for the African Union, and for the United Nations in denying you that right will hurt you. But it will do far more harm to their own interests in casting a longer shadow over this vulnerable Horn of Africa. Somaliland has already shown that it will survive a failure to recognize. But it is the suffering of millions of Somalis outside Somaliland that will breed new troubles. We do not need new troubles. We need less. We need Somaliland to be an economically successful and prosperous country which has no downsides for neighbors or anyone else. Success in recognition and inward investment will open up new possibilities for a prosperous Somaliland. But these openings carry risks. Your government will need to resist the kind of plunder that has made such a mockery of the interests of the people in other parts of the world. I commend to you, Mr. President, the importance of transparency, the importance of openness and credibility in the opportunities that you open up for inward investment, both from your diaspora and from outside investors. And finally, I want to pay tribute to Somaliland's remarkable diaspora, whose many and available talents will cherish and support you in the difficult months and years that lie ahead of you in guiding Somaliland to this future. And I end, as I started, Mr. President, by offering you our heartfelt congratulations for this historic day. Thank you.